Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. I'm Tim, K3LR, and along with me today is Jeff, KB8ZWT, and Mark, KE8XQ. Jeff, how are things? You're live in the store. The showroom is looking great.
Yeah, we've been busy taking out some stuff that's discontinued items, putting in some new items, decorating for Christmas, cleaning up things, and I think we're ready to go.
Boy, the place is looking sharp. I mean, the tables are shining, the radios are on. Are you tuned into e-cars?
Yes, I've got e-cars on. I just turned it down here because I was getting a little feedback from that. But yeah, we got some e-cars going in the background, and we've been turning the dials on other frequencies, and people are aware that we're here.
So, Jeff, why don't you go ahead and introduce Mark?
Sure. Mark is sitting next to me. I'll switch over to his mic in just a second. But Mark, KE8XQ, he is going to be the new retail store. He's going to be in here working, I think, Monday through Friday. So if you're wanting to come into the store, just give us a, I just unmiked here. Give us a call just to make sure that there is somebody here, and he'll fix you up. I'm going to turn it over to Mark so he can introduce himself to you.
Hey, hello, Mark.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Good, good. How are things going?
Great, great. We're having a fun time. Looking forward to meeting people and having them in the store.
Yeah, so we're going to do more of this as time goes on, Mark. I think this is real important to kind of. There's a lot of folks that will never get the chance to come to this fabulous showroom inside of the Summit Racing Superstore, and it's such an exciting place. And once you get everything set up the way you want, maybe we can even do some focusing in on things. But why don't you tell the folks a little bit about your ham radio career?
Well, I've been a ham since 1985. First license is KB8ZWT. Lived in Missouri for a while, so I had a 0 call, and I moved back to Ohio and got an 8 call back. And I spent 15 years in the communications industry. And so whether you were a ham or not, you should have been, because they kind of, if you weren't, they wanted to know why.
So tell us about what bands do you like? What do you like to do when you're on the air?
One of the things I like to do, I just like to do random contacts on DX. I also like to storm spotter, some contesting. But recently my wife and I moved to a condo, and so that makes the antenna issue a little more tricky.
Yeah, that will. But you know what, Mark, and Jeff can tell you all the stories of customers. They're in the same boat.
Yeah.
And so, like Jeff has a butternut vertical and 100 watts. And that's actually maybe even a little bit of an above average station because he's got that butternut vertical. But the condo, understanding what hams can do in a condo situation to get on the air and have some fun and not get frustrated. So I think, we need to take advantage of the fact that you're in the condo and see how innovative you can be to get on the HF bands. What do you think, Mark?
I'm looking forward to it. That's one of the projects I'm going to try to get done here in the next few weeks. I've got a couple of ideas. I've just got to get up in the attic and do some measuring.
Well, we're excited to learn more about, how you do it and what pieces from DX Engineering help you get there. And if there is something that we can manufacture, that we can invent, innovate, improve, modify to, when you're up there in the attic or you're out off the balcony or whatever, and you say, hey, it would be really good to have this. We've got a great engineering staff here at DX Engineering. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and I know Jeff is because he goes out camping, and he's been using some of the Chameleon antennas. And so everybody has gotten to learn, you know, through their employment with DX Engineering on the products that we sell. And we sell so many thousands and thousands of different products, and we can't all be experts. But Mark, we're really excited to have your experience on the team. And I hope you have a good time. I mean, that's part of the deal, is that you have a good time in the store. And again, Jeff can tell you, you know, some of the best customers and most interesting customers, and they drive from all over the place to come and visit, you know. And then sometimes they're also a Summit customer, which is, you know, what a candy store, right?
Right. It's great. All these nice toys at your disposal.
Right. Yeah, it's two great hobbies together. Jeff, it looks like the holidays are really around the radios there. You've done a tremendous job of decorating.
Yeah, we Melanie got the decorations for us out, and Mark and I was busy putting them up today. All we're just missing is Santa now. We need a Santa in the store.
Jeff, what was the biggest surprise as you were going through and bringing the showroom back to life? What's the biggest surprise?
Just some of the newer equipment that we got was able to put out on the shelf. The FTDX10, that was something we hadn't had out, and being able to sit down and just play with that for a little bit. What an awesome radio. You know,
I think I got an email yesterday from somebody, and I think I passed it along to you guys, that said exactly that he was so impressed with that radio. And, you know, there's lots of really good new radios that are out there.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't
just
stop at, I mean, Kenwood's got that TS590. That's a really good value radio. Of course, the ICOM 7300. And then this new Yaesu FTDX10. I mean, it's really an exciting time to be a ham.
Oh, it is. And like I said, you mentioned Chameleon here. Let me see if I can get this without destroying everything around here. Oh, there it is. That's the MPass 2.0. We got mounted up on the wall for everybody to come in and see.
Wow. MPass 2.0. So what is new about that antenna?
Well, the MPass that I have was just the MPass and the mill extension on it. That kit there has some wire antennas with it. It comes with some coax. It's got a choke already on it. Things that, you know, I kind of had to add. Maybe you can pull it up and show some of that. And that backpack for people who are getting ready to go camping and stuff like that. We have one gentleman that he's got the ICOM 705, and he has that backpack and everything just fits in there really nice for him when he's out doing some POTA stuff.
Ah, okay. Jeff, let me know when you see my screen.
All right.
Hopefully,
there it is.
All right.
There it is.
Good. So these are the support tubes. Is that right?
That's the MPass part right there, antenna, and then over to the, I guess it'd be your left. The other left is the mill extension. There it is. And then there's some wire that comes with it for your counterpoise, and then some coax. And
I see
it's a nice kit. Yes.
And then you've got, these are rope supports.
Those are some wire. There's an extra wire antenna. You can actually build this into an NBIS antenna. You don't necessarily have to use the mill whip and the extension. You can make wire antenna out of it. I think it's a 75-foot wire. Whole lot of stuff on that. The instructions go into a lot of that, and it's a nice antenna, nice kit.
So, Jeff, I see 21 5-star reviews and
Yeah.
3 4-stars. So that is pretty good.
Yes.
You know, it took less than 5 minutes to set up in the backyard. That's amazing.
Yes. We actually have some people down in Florida. I think it's down in the Villages, if I think, where the one gentleman, when he does contests, he'll go set this up next to a tree, so none of his neighbors can see it, and he works contests, and he's done with the weekend, and takes it down, puts it all away.
That's really cool, and it sounds like Mark might be doing some of that as well.
Yep. Well, we have another gentleman who uses that too, but he has the claw mount, and he mounted on his railing of his apartment.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very, very cool. Let's Jeff, and Mark, let's see who's in the chat room. We've got Kilo 5 Hotel Alpha Mike, and Dino is on with us as well. Kilo Lima 0 Sierra. Wish we could teleport ourselves from Virginia to the store to browse. And Kilo Oscar 4 Lima Kilo, and Whiskey Juliet 3 United, and from Bahrain Alpha 92 Gulf Whiskey. And I know we've been shipping stuff to Tom over there in the Gulf, and that's just so cool. And Dan WA4 Mike Oscar Mike. Hello, Tim, Jeff, and Mark. Good afternoon. Glad to see you are up and running again. 73 from Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. And also 2 Echo 0 Radio Echo. Andy is on. And Kilo 8 Charlie Victor Mike. Good to see the showroom open again. And Kilo Juliet 3 X-Ray from the DX Engineering team. John upstairs there working hard, and glad you're tuned in. And thank you, John, for everything you did during this thing. You were holding down the fort, taking care of customers, and doing 100 other things that you do to make DX Engineering a very special place. And Kevin says Kilo 3 Kilo Tango Bravo might make the trip over this Friday. And from the land of Oz in Australia, good morning to Victor Kilo 4 Fox Alpha Bravo Quebec. And David says, welcome, Mark. And from France, it's Fox 5 Radio Alpha Victor. And he was at Charlie 5 Charlie and Charlie 5 Bravo in the Gambia last week. And our friend Marty, awesome to see the DX Engineering store open. It's Disneyland for hams. Yes, it is, Marty. And we look forward to having you visit. That's November 1, Charlie. And let's see, Whiskey Alpha 2 Quebec Yankee Alpha. Glad the store is back up and running. Whiskey Bravo 9 Delta Zulu Sierra from Cuba. It's Charlie Oscar 7 Papa Hotel. The tall guy. There's one of your good friends, Jeff. The tall guy, K3 Sugar Tango Lima. He'll be up to say hello.
Yeah, maybe he can make it. Now, I'm still going to be doing phone sales from home. I will be in the store from time to time. Keep that in mind. But maybe he can make arrangements to bring me in one of those dipole dogs. I think I could come work in the store that day if he's going to deliver.
You never know. Whiskey Charlie Oscar might deliver. Let's see. Tom says, thanks for the best entertaining streams of any Facebook streams. Watch out, Tim. They might want you to transition to TV. Well, I've always said I have a face that's great for radio. You know, but the pandemic, we're all doing different stuff now. So
yeah.
Jimmy, Kilo Bravo 8 November says, good afternoon. I know Jimmy's on the road working hard. He is, and that guy puts on more miles. Whiskey Papa 4 Juliet Lima Zulu, Lima United 7 Delta Sierra United from Argentina, Whiskey 2 Queen United, and November 8 X-Ray Queen Mike, and Whiskey Fox 5 Kilo. Good afternoon. Glad to see the store open. And Alpha Delta 0 Yankee Oscar. So as Jeff mentioned, it's always best to call ahead and make sure, because we're still trying to figure out how we're covering lunches and breaks. And we are doing more hiring. And if you've ever wanted to work in amateur radio and you live in these 4 states, the state of Ohio, the state of Nevada, the state of Texas, and the state of Georgia, Please take a look on the DX Engineering website for openings, opportunities, because you can do phone sales remotely in those 4 states. And why those 4 states? Well, our parent company, Summit Racing, has locations there. And so in Arlington, Texas, McDonough, Georgia, Sparks, Nevada, which is a second site for DX Engineering, and you can do curbside pickup. You can pick up at the counter. There is not a ham per se that is in a showroom, but we're making steps in the right directions out there too. But we are shipping from Sparks, and so we've got a great inventory position out there. That means West Coast customers and even customers that are just closer to Nevada may get their packages from there and might get them faster. Into California, up to Washington State, a lot of times it's one day, Jeff, and that makes the, for a ground experience, that's really, really good. Have you had anybody asking about Nevada?
I have not. I do know that a gentleman ordered some equipment out in California a week or so ago, and he was surprised the next day it was at his doorstep. So he was real happy. I said, well, that's where it came from, Nevada. So he was happy. And like you said, we are going to, the staffing issue. So if we're not technically here in the store, there is a kiosk outside. There is a phone, or call us on your cell phone to the tech support. We'll get you the help. We'll help you find what you need, and they'll bring it out to you here. Or ask one of the Summit customer or service people out there, and they'll get hold of us. We'll take care of you, whether we're here in the store or not.
It's the new normal, Jeff.
Yep.
We just, it's not like it was, but we're going to get back to the new normal just as quickly as we can, and make it so that it's a seamless buying experience. But right now, we're calling this a soft opening, Jeff. That's what it is, and nobody wants this thing to work, 100% than all of us. And my hat's off to you, Jeff, for coming in, cleaning things up, getting it ready. Melanie and Scott for everything that they've done. The support from the Summit team. I mean,
yes.
You talk about a great parent company to have. Summit Racing Equipment is fabulous. And now we have Mark on the team, KE8XQ. And Mark, I know you're going to have a lot of fun, and you're going to be able to tell us some stories. And that's what was really cool. I'd say before the show, I'd say, Jeff, do you have any customer stories? And he says, oh yeah, I've got a good customer story. This guy came in, he was having problems, and we fixed him up. And that's, and now Jeff is doing that on the phone. And, that's very satisfying when you can help, hams to have more fun. And this is a hobby. I mean, we want to have fun. You do your job all day. Mark, you happen, and Jeff and me, we happen to have one of the best jobs in the world because we're doing our hobby as the work. Let's see here. We have just a few more guys before we finish up today. We've got Doug. Doug is always on. November 7, Bravo Victor Tango, and Kilo Oscar 4 Alpha Fox Lima is on. And Joe, K0NEB, he said he featured the DX Engineering coax, cable preparation, and crimping kits in his November CQ column. Thank you so much, Joe, for all you do for DX Engineering and all you do for ham radio, because you do a lot of good, and we're very proud to have you here in the chat room. Whiskey 8 Victor India Papa is also on. So Mark, why don't you say a few words here in closing about your time here at DX Engineering and how much fun you're having and the things you're learning about.
I'm learning about a lot of things. As some people know, I've been away from ham radio, had some other interests, and coming back into the hobby with a fresh set of eyes on a lot of new toys. But the experience here with all of the people, both at DX Engineering, Summit Racing, has been probably one of the best places to work And I'm not just saying that, I really mean it. People are friendly, they're welcoming. When you have a question, a problem, get lost in our warehouse, they help you out.
Well, that's good. You know, it is impressive in the warehouse when you walk down and they go all the way up, you know, 2 or 3, uh, I mean, really high, and all the equipment for DX Engineering that's in there. We also have Kilo Papa 4 Zulu Zulu, and Tom, WB9 Delta Zulu Sierra says, although I do not work for DX Engineering, I'm on a daily trying to direct prospective buyers your way with good success. I'm driven by being a very satisfied customer. I wished I discovered you sooner. Tom, thanks very much. Really appreciate the nice comments. And we do work very hard to try and take care of everybody. And if somebody's having a problem, you can always reach me. I'm very available on email. Just email us at dxengineering@dxengineering.com, and we will do our best. And Aaron says, any updates on the ICOM ID52? Unfortunately not, Aaron. But we'll have Ray Novak on here at some point in the near future, and so he can give some updates. But stay tuned. Watch the website. Every day we are adding new products to the website. And also, don't forget about the DX Engineering blog on allbands.com. On allbands.com. Great blog, new information all the time up there. Great blog writers like Dino, KL0S, and Ward, N0AX, and others. And so lots of information on allbands.com. That's it for now. We'll see you Thursday for the Manufacturer Showcase. Until then, 73 from DX Engineering.